In the heart of Kuala Lumpur, where the skyline is adorned with shimmering skyscrapers and dazzling lights illuminate bustling streets, a different world exists, a world often hidden in the shadows of prosperity. Amidst the luxury of high-end malls and the relentless pace of urban life, lies an uncomfortable reality: poverty. It's not just a lack of wealth, it's a lack of opportunity, access to education, and a daily struggle to survive. It affects families, children, the elderly, those who endure invisible battles every single day. But this isn't just a story of hardship. It's a call to awareness, a plea for understanding, and a journey to bridge the gap between the privileged and the impoverished. Through this documentary, we aim to peel back the layers of disparity and uncover the human stories behind the statistics.
In a world divided between privilege and poverty, there are individuals and organizations dedicated to making a difference. Kechara Soup Kitchen, more commonly known as KSK, stands as a shining example of this commitment. A non-profit that has been serving Malaysia's underprivileged community since 2008. Founded with a vision of equality and compassion, KSK mission is simple yet powerful, which is to provide food, support and opportunity to those in need, ensuring that no one is forgotten. KSK operates through several key initiatives. For example, its street distribution program sends volunteers to provide food and essentials to the homeless in Kuala Lumpur. Moreover, the food bank program collects surplus food from supermarkets and redistributes it to struggling families. Beyond that, its empowerment program offers job placement assistance and skill training, helping individuals reintegrate into society and build a sustainable future. But their work extends beyond providing meals. It's about restoring dignity, hopes, and opportunity for a better life. Addressing poverty means tackling deep-rooted systemic inequalities and economic hardship, and the team at KSK face these challenges daily. Limited funding, increasing demand, and logistical hurdles make this mission difficult, but their commitment never wavers.
With the rising cost of living, inflation and stagnant wages means that families live in financial insecurity. For those earning just above the poverty line, a single crisis, whether a medical emergency, job loss, or unexpected expense, can push them into severe hardship. The situation is even more dire in undeserved urban communities and rural areas, where access to stable employment and essential services remains limited. Food insecurity is another major concern. Many low-income families struggle to afford nutritious meals, forcing them to rely on food aid from organizations like Kechara Soup Kitchen. But hunger is just one part of the bigger picture. Poverty is not just about lacking financial resources. It is also about limited opportunities, systematic barriers, and the struggle to break free from a cycle that often persists across multiple generations.
Poverty is not just about money, it's about survival. Without access to proper education, stable jobs and healthcare, breaking free from poverty becomes nearly impossible. For many, the cycle of hardship continues for generations, trapping families in a state of uncertainty and struggle. Behind every statistic lies a human story. For thousands of Malaysians, poverty is not an abstract concept, it is a daily battle. Families wake up in overcrowded homes, struggle to find clean water, and face the harsh reality of food insecurity.
My name is Selladurai Perakasam. I'm 67 years old. I'm the marketing executive in the marketing department of Kechara.
Kechara Soup Kitchen was established in 2008, that is about 17 years ago. But before setting up Kechara Soup Kitchen as a society under Restaurant Societies, a group of friends in 2006 they started this movement, okay, by distributing about 30 packets of hot meals per day. Okay. Then they realized that doing as a society will bring in more benefit. We could ask for donation from corporate and also individuals then operating as individuals. So from 30 hot meals per day on weekend, now we are doing about 1,000 hot meals or meal sets per week. Okay. When we say meal set, it actually consists of 5 different items. So the client has a choice to either accept the noodles or the rice. They cannot take either one. Then we have buns, we have biscuits, we have fruits. Normally we serve them banana, and we have mineral water. One of the reasons why we serve banana because these people are very old people, and then they have this problem of dental issues. So if you eat an apple, they may not be able to bite the apple. So banana is an easier thing. So we started with Soup Kitchen in 2008. Then we thought giving them food meal like this is not something that encourage them to do better in life. They will just come collect. It's like you give them a fish, they will eat. But you teach them how to fish, they can get more. So we moved to the next level where we buy for them food pack, a grocery pack. Because now we are doing about 250 ringgit grocery pack, but that is for 2 months once. 250 ringgit, that's about 125 ringgit. What will the grocery pack have? We'll have rice, we'll have cooking oil, noodles, ketchup, sugar, salt. So it's a bundle. So because we realized, okay, most of these urban poor have difficulty in sending the children to school because of the income issue. So we thought if they can save that money buying the food, there's a possibility of the children going to school. So we do not want to see people suffering. The food bank started in 2012. Then we thought, by us giving them only food, they are not able to increase their income. So they spent in 2017, we came up with empowerment. Empowerment is an area where we teach them skill sets. 2 skill sets we teach them, especially for single parents. Teach them how to sew and teach them how to bake cookies. So these two, they are able to earn extra income. One is to themselves, they get orders from their, around the area, the flats that they stay, so they have extra income. Or we have programs, we produce Hari Raya cookies. So we employ them to produce the cookies, and whatever income that we earn from them, we return it back to them. So it's an additional income for them, and it can help them to sustain the family. The static distribution will start around 6:30 p.m. Okay, where we have 2 places, which is Pudu, and the other one is in Jalan Sultan Ismail. So here we do in a buffet style. That means we have all the 5 different items, and we have volunteers helping us to do the distribution. They'll start about 6:30. By 7:30 we'll finish. Then the volunteers will come back. Another set of volunteers will take over for the street distribution. The street distribution will start around 8 to 8:30. But before they go down to the streets, we'll do a safety briefing, because it's different from handling normal clients and handling clients in the street. Because some of them may be mentally unstable. So you must know how to deal with them, not just go and approach them. And we don't encourage ladies to go and approach them direct. Okay, so we go in a pack. We only serve vegetarian food. We ensure that not too much of salt, because we are catering for elderly people, so they may have hypertension, they may have heart issues. So these are all controlled. We tell our suppliers these are our kind of clients, so we cater to meet their health issues. Homelessness, some of them have the misconstrued idea that they are lazy, they don't want to work. Actually, most of the homeless are working, but they can't afford to rent a room or a house, because they may be working as dishwashers in a restaurant, those basic kind of work. Because they are very old, they may be in their 60s or 70s, so they are unable to find a proper job. So they have to do this kind of work. So that is a major constraint, or major issue that we find homelessness, because they are lazy. No, they are working, but they can't afford. In the salary they earn, they are unable to afford a proper meal, nor a place to stay. So they have to stay on the streets. We feel that most of them are alcoholic or drug addicts. Okay, that's what we see them. We see the way they dress. We feel that not all of them, but there are some who are alcoholic or drug addicts. Most of us think some of them are also mentally ill, mentally unstable. Well, there are a very small percentage of them who are mentally unstable. But majority of them are able people, but unable to afford to stay in a proper dwelling or a proper shelter. So one of the activities that Kechara carries out is 2 activities actually. We do job placement. Job placement, we work with my teams in the market. We work with security companies, so they employ them as security guards, employ them in supermarkets as cashiers, or So this is one extra activity that we carry out. We also find for them shelter, like those in the homeless. If they want to stay in a charity home, we have about 250 over charity homes who are charity partners. That means we supply them meals. So what will happen is we will take them there, and these people will, if they have all the requirements, they will put them there free of charge.
Our team had the opportunity to volunteer at Kechara Soup Kitchen, where we contributed to cleaning and maintaining tents used as temporary shelters for the homeless and the Orang Asli community. These tents provide essential refuge for individuals facing hardship, making our task an important one in ensuring they remain functional. The boys were responsible for setting up the tents, carefully assembling the frames to ensure they were secure and stable. This process required teamwork, patience, and attention to detail as we had to align each tent properly for safe use. Once assembled, they vacuumed the interiors, removing dust and dirt to create a cleaner and more comfortable space. Meanwhile, the girls took on the task of cleaning the exteriors. Using clothes and cleaning solutions, we wiped down every surface to remove accumulated dirt and stains, ensuring the tents look presentable and well maintained. Although the task seems simple at first, we quickly realized the effort required to keep these shelters in good condition. Clean and stable tents are not just about appearances, they play a crucial role in providing those in need with a dignified place to rest. The tents we work on also serve another purpose. They are used by Kechara's volunteers when they travel to Orang Asli villages, where they stay overnight while engaging with the community. These volunteers assist the Orang Asli by teaching literacy and basic arithmetic, helping to promote education and empowerment. By participating in this initiative, we gain a deeper understanding of the challenges faced by marginalized communities and the continuous efforts required to support them.
If anybody wants to donate any food item, these are the items that we are looking at: biscuits, cooking oil, baked beans, cereals, margarine, rice, salt, sugar. So if anybody wants to give anything, it should be these items.
NGOs like Kechara Soup Kitchen rely on donations and volunteers to sustain their programs. Every contribution, whether monetary, food supplies, or time spent volunteering, plays a role in supporting the underprivileged. But beyond charity, systemic change are needed. More government assistance, corporate involvement, and sustainable programs can ensure long-term poverty reduction. As individuals, we have the power to contribute in small but meaningful ways by donating, spreading awareness, or supporting policies that outlive the poor.
After this journey, one thing is clear. Poverty is not just a statistic. It is a daily struggle faced by thousands in our community. We often see poverty as a distant problem, but the reality is it exists all around us. It's in families struggling with rising costs, in the elderly forced to work beyond retirement, in children who go to school hungry. But change is possible. It begins with awareness, grow through action, and thrive when community come together to uplift those in need.